Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Matter of Opinions. It's your girl Des.
This your boy Bamboo.
How are you guys doing? I know. Well, let me wait for more people to get in before I give the explanation because people they're gonna have questions or whatever.
Back to back.
They are going to have questions.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know,
And so we will address everyone, everyone,
facts.
everyone. Hi,
Life
ay,
is crazy.
ay. It's been crazy. I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm always so tired.
Man, listen. I don't know what your problem is, but man, life is good. You heard? That shit is fabulous.
Well, I'm glad to hear that for you. And
Yeah,
hopefully for our
facts.
viewers, things have been fabulous as well.
Yeah, listen, man.
And
It's life. Life just be lifing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people dealing with the hurricanes and the floods and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's to be
right,
expected. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? That's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like I said, man, my only disappointment with the people down in the Georgia, the people down in Florida, and I'm gonna stick to it. Man, listen, man, send me the goddamn pics of the flood. You know what I mean? Y'all everybody's so
There you
quick to
go.
send everybody's so quick to send pictures of the grill and all of this and all of that. I get that. Now send me the
Leave
pictures
them
of the
people
flood.
alone.
Nah,
Let them
nah.
be great. Leave them alone.
Nah,
And
cause
and first of all, there have been pictures and videos all over TikTok of
no,
the people
no,
houses floating away.
no. I'm not
And
talking. I'm
oh,
not.
put your light on, bro. You're a little dark.
I don't want to hear it from. I don't want to hear it from nobody. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. I don't want to hear it from TikTok. I want to hear it from the niggas that be sending me the pics. Send me the pics of the flood. Send me the pics of Peachtree Ave and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Send me the damage. You know what I'm saying? Because they soon go back to their regular behavior. You
Right?
know what I mean? So I mean, life is gonna get back to normal for you people down there. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, let me get a little bit of glory. You know what I'm saying? Send me the
Hmm.
pics of the flood. You feel me?
Listen,
Yeah.
no, I don't. I
'Cause
don't.
I know it. I know the people down there got towed up. You know what I'm saying? They got towed up. You know what I mean? So send me the pics of the flood, man. Let me get a little bit on it. You feel me?
Right? Well, no, I don't feel you
I know.
because
I know y'all got some people down there that y'all.
no. Well, the thing is that we do, but they have been sending stuff. Like I've been seeing videos of people's houses like floating away down the street. Like they have
Yeah,
before and after pictures of towns wiped out. They
yeah,
have
but
they have all kind of stuff going on.
well,
So I've
well,
seen the damage.
I mean, listen, I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the life that you guys gotta understand the life expectations of when you move down to the Florida, when you move down to the Georgia. Those are life expectations. When people leave from up here, up north, and we going down south, have a better living.
Hmm.
Well, prepare yourself for the bullshit. Prepare yourself for them hurricanes, them surging waters, and all that. You gotta prepare yourself for that shit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
send anybody down in the Georgia, anybody down in the Florida that been sending me pics of the grills when y'all having sunny days and all of that. Yeah, send me pictures of Peachtree Ave. You know,
You know what?
let me get the full effect. Let me get the full effect of
Well,
what happened to the Mercedes Dome down there. Let me get the full effect.
the Mercedes. I'm
You know
sure
what I'm saying?
that billion-dollar stadium is doing just fine. And so Travis says, "Yo, family, what up? Big Trav, how you doing, my boy?"
What's good with you, Trav, man? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you want to see pictures of the Georgia too. Nah, especially Florida, because everybody that retires from up here, up north, they be like, "Oh, we going down to Florida and we
Mhm.
gonna do this, man." Good luck with that. Good luck with
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? I know
Well,
who ain't going down that direction. I know that. I can only tell you that.
here you go. Here you go.
Facts.
But what I wanted to say is this topic has been requested by one of our viewers. I don't think that she's here yet, but she'll hop in when she can, if she can.
Well, hold on.
Travis says, I'm in Georgia, big dog.
How she skipped the line?
What do you mean how she skipped the line?
How she skipped the line?
This request was weeks and weeks ago. Like this is long time
I
coming.
mean, I
And
think
skip the line of what?
she skipped the line.
I
So I
have
mean,
a
you know,
list of the
yeah,
requests,
she
and
must be a
this
friend of
is
yours. She skipped the line.
no, actually
There's
not.
some
And this
other
is
things we were supposed to discuss. She must have skipped the line.
well, I
Must
mean,
be personal.
you must have not sent it to me because I have a list of the
No,
requested
no,
topics. That's
well,
it.
I listen. Anyway, man, what's up,
So
tribe, man? I see you down in the Georgia, man. Send me pics of the flood, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get off on that.
here you go. So, anywho, she wanted to talk about how often do you get tested for STDs. This is actually Ashley's
What?
requested topic. And so, hey John, he says, hey family.
What's going on,
She
John?
was saying that I can't recall if it was somebody that she was talking to or somebody that she knew of that said that they hadn't been tested in a long time. And so she wanted to know like how common is it for people to get tested for STDs or STIs, whichever one you want to refer to it as, disease, infection, you know. And so let's get into it. Do you want to jump into it first? Well,
Oh
before you
man,
do, Travis says, I'm not flooded, but my family in Florida are rough times.
I mean, my sympathies go out to them folks, but this here's a lesson. This here's a lesson, so that when people in up here in North going through our snow and our blizzards and shit, only thing I can advise y'all to do is shut the fuck up, enjoy your fucking weather, and we'll weather our storms. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't expect niggas in Connecticut to be having any kind of sympathy, because when we going through our little snowstorms and we shoveling out, don't nobody give a fuck. Y'all sending pictures of the Foreman grill and all the Blackstones and shit. So
I
now,
don't think that's the same thing though. Like
oh,
losing your house
it's the
floating
same
down the
thing.
goddamn street
It's
is
the
something
it's the
totally
it's
different
the
than a
same thing.
storm that you
It's the
stay inside your
same
warm,
thing.
cozy house, drinking hot cocoa and shit, and
Listen, when
waiting
when
for
when
stuff to melt. I mean,
when
come
I
on.
when we having our storms, I don't say shit. I keep my motherfucking mouth shut. I get the snow blower ready for my little piece of driveway and my little piece of my little piece of sidewalk, and I just shovel. You know what I'm saying? I hear
Oh,
niggas
you
like,
shovel, but all of your household life memories or whatever, all of your personal possessions is there. It's not
oh,
down the
well,
block, around the
so
corner, whatever, in
so
somebody else's
so
space.
shut. So when we sit up here shoveling, people sending pictures and talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's why I left from up there. I really don't understand why y'all go through what y'all go through with the traffic, because everybody down in the Georgia is from up here. So when it snow, y'all niggas should be able to drive. I don't fucking get it. Everybody down there is from up here. I don't see how 1 inch of snow shuts the whole fucking Atlanta down. I don't see why
Listen.
you can't go to Slutty Vegan because it's an inch of snow. Niggas is still walking in slides in Connecticut with an inch of snow. So I mean,
That's true.
that shit, I'm in slides all year round. But all I'm gonna say is, Florida, I do not sympathize with you. When y'all go through y'all shit, when we go through our shit, shut the fuck up. Let us go through our shit, and maybe we'll be more sympathetic when y'all go through y'all shit.
Mm.
Point blank, fucking period.
All right. Well, Tranika says, hey, y'all. Hey, Tranika. Ashley
Yeah,
says, I'm upset with you too. Well, listen, I'm going to get into it.
she'll
Don't
get
be
over it.
upset.
They'll
John
get over it.
says, it's not even the same.
To me, it is.
Melly says, same shit. John says, but I understand. OMG, Atlanta can't drive. They are getting on my nerves.
Yeah, they make absolutely no fucking sense down there. Oh, and the crazy part about it is, I mean, shit. Y'all been dealing with the shit for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Climate change is really been hitting all over. You know what I mean? So
It
y'all been
has.
dealing with this shit for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Get used to fucking shoveling. Get used to driving. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all down in the Georgia, get you some fucking snow tires by now. Get your
Mm-hmm.
shit ready. Everybody down there got fucking pickup trucks. Why the fuck is y'all having a problem getting around?
All right. So, first things first, we missed last week as a result of me because Sean was and still is sick, and it was in the thick of things. And so I could not, I just could not, I could not make time to get on. I had been staying late at work, going in early, staying late, working like a dog, picking up the slack on what he usually takes care of because he's not feeling well, and then trying to do all these different things. So it was just no point in at no point in time that I would be able to make it up. And then on Sunday would have been an okay day, but then that's football Sunday, so that didn't make sense. And so, all that different stuff. So that's just what it is. And this topic, Ashley, is a topic that you requested previously. So, here we are. I hope that softens it a little bit. And like I said, we do what we can as much as we can. And I don't like to miss it, but unfortunately, duty calls. Okay, and so Ashley says taking too long to go on live. John says it was colder than New York this morning. Ashley says, John, you living in Atlanta now. Poor baby, feel better, Sean. And John says, no, family. Okay. Thank you for, the well wishes for Sean. And John is in a big A. Okay. So jump into the topic. How often do you, or I don't know, do you still get, now that you've been married for so long, do you still get tested?
It's an unfair advantage because women get tested once a year without fail when they go for their little pap smears, when they put the little shoehorn in the pussy and spread it open, they get tested once a year for their shit. But men, for some reason, when you get married, it's just like, yo, why? Why even waste your motherfucking time? Unless you out there doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you out there doing your thing, then you got to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? If you out there doing your thing, then you gotta go get tested every 6 months. I mean, that's common sense. Or every new partner. I mean, that would seem fair to me.
So what do you do now,
Who, me?
personally? Yeah.
Man, that's an unfair question for me. I told you this topic is irrelevant
It
for me.
says, do you get tested or do you not?
No, for what? I'm married.
I'm
That's
just
stupid.
asking. I wouldn't say that it's stupid. Me personally, me and Sean both. So
Y'all
Sean,
still get tested?
we still get yes, we absolutely
That's
do.
stupid.
We've never stopped getting tested. And so before we were ever intimate with each other, we were tested, right? And so every year he gets his physical with the doctor, and they'll ask, oh, do you want to run, like when they do your regular blood work? So they'll just run for HIV, syphilis. It's all covered under insurance. Why not? Y'all get in the blood anyway. Why not run it?
It's
And
just a
so,
waste.
because we both work at jobs where it's a possibility that you can get pricked with something, or there's been times where people thought that their partner, and this is not to say that we don't trust each other, but there's been times where people's partners have stepped out and they didn't know. They thought their partner was being loyal, and then they found out once they're sick as a dog. They go to the doctor. Well, you're dying of AIDS. Like, it's too late now. Like, that's it. Like, or they have an outbreak with herpes or something. So I get tested twice because of my physical with the doctor, same one that Sean has, and then my annual my gynecologist. So both times I opt in to get tested every time, even though I know it's not required. It's not that it's not recommended, but it's not necessary because we are in a monogamous relationship. But we just do it. Creatures of habit, and we just do it. It doesn't cost us anything extra. And I don't know, for me, I just like knowing, it's like a peace of mind. Like, okay, we're good. Like, so for us, we still go.
Listen,
Now, what do I think that people, like in the general public, especially if you're single and dating, or if you're having multiple partners, depending on how fast you're transitioning in and out, You need to be getting tested every 6 months bare minimum, because if you, so say for example, you had sex with somebody today and you're not sure that they had something or whatever. So you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe all of a sudden you feel like you're having symptoms, you're being paranoid, whatever. You go to the doctor, you get tested. HIV doesn't always show up in the system until 3 to 6 months later after initial contact. So that's why when you go, they'll tell you come back in 3 months and then come back in another 3 months after that to be certain that you don't have it. However, if you have new partners in between that time period, it's going to keep resetting that clock if you want to confirm whether or not you're catching it or not. And so I just think that people, before you get intimate with somebody new, everybody should be tested. People be out here lying, frauding, setting people up. People be bitter because they have something. They want to give something to somebody else. It's just, people is crazy. It's a wild, crazy world out here. It is a wild, crazy world.
Man, listen. If you active 6 months, like you said, bare minimum. You know what I mean? But if I mean, when you married, you barely fucking your wife. So
I mean, it depends on your relationship. Why waste your time?
Waste your time. You barely getting pussy anyway.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth. If you were okay, if something were to happen, right? So if your partner stepped out and you contracted something, and let's say it's something incurable, even if it is something curable, like it was something like chlamydia or gonorrhea, you take antibiotics and be done with it, right? If you let it go untreated for X amount of time, it causes long-term problems, right? And so that's the same with anything. So if you were to have tested HIV positive and you start medication right away, or even if you're going to go a holistic route and start some type of natural remedies or whatever the case may be, you want to do that early on, not when the whole thing then freaking took over all your T cells or whatever. Your immune system is weak, can't do nothing. So then the cold fucking wipes you out. Like, you don't want to wait until it's too late. It's like with cancer. The earlier you know, earlier detection is better for survival rate.
I hear you. I mean,
but let's see what the people say. I mean, what do you guys do?
I see what you're saying, because niggas step out. Well, bitches stepping out too, but niggas,
everybody
just stepping out. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not requiring. They're stepping out, and a lot of times they don't know the people that they stepping out with. Like, they having one night stands, or they sliding with somebody that's a slide that's for the whole team. Just somebody that really just don't care about their health. Like, they just doing all this reckless stuff, and they don't know what this person has. So even if you like, oh, I'm good, I don't got nothing, you don't know what that person has or doesn't have. Maybe that person don't even know they have something. Maybe they do, but like, come on. Like, I just feel like I would just be paranoid.
When you stepping out, you got to get tested as often. And trust me, I'm all for the stepping out. Let's keep that on it.
I'm all for the stepping out?
I'm all for the stepping out. I mean, shit. If your woman ain't doing what she's supposed to be doing, or your nigga ain't supposed to be doing, they ain't supposed to be doing, step the fuck out. I'm all for the shit. I mean, I'm with the shits. I promise you, I can't even fathom and tell you how much I don't give a fuck. Like, step the fuck out. Like, all that explaining to people shit, and nah, I'm over that. Over that. Step the fuck out. Step the fuck out. And I mean, don't divorce nobody. Don't break up. Step out. That's.
I disagree, but let me see what these comments say.
I wouldn't expect you to agree. Mm-hmm. I agree with stepping out.
Going back, John says, I'm house sitting and taking care of my sister's fur baby. That's nice of you, John. Travis says, feel better, Sean. Thanks, Trav. Unapologetically me says lies. Ashley says, if you're active every 3 to 4 months, yes, it softens the blows. LOL. Like, it's just, Travis says, I don't think to get tested once I got married with my wife. Or I didn't think to get tested once I got married with my wife. Unapologetically me says, I get tested however often I see fit before dealing with anyone new. Hell yeah. If you only a buddy and you're doing your thing, get tested before your next visit, period. Travis says, good point you're making, Des. Something to think about. So again, it's not saying that you don't trust your partner. Again, it could be that they stepped out, or again, you get poked with something, somebody that has something, and the same sharp object poke you. Now you got to go to see if you're getting shots and stuff as
Stop,
preventative.
stop,
Like it's
stop
just
with the
different things.
objects.
You
Stop
never
with the
know.
objects poking you. You
What do
ain't
you
nobody catching
mean?
no STD from getting poked by nothing.
Yes,
Stop
they do
that.
all
You
the
out there?
time.
You out there
People got
fucking?
needles, blades,
No,
wires. So
come
in
on.
Sean's field of work, he works with wires. And you know how
How is he
often
gonna catch?
you get
How is he
pricked with
gonna
those
catch?
wires? You
How's
know
he
how
gonna
often
catch
you get pricked with those
chlamydia?
wires? I
How?
didn't say clip. I'm talking about the big stuff. I'm talking about HIV, okay? I'm talking
Oh,
about
you
blood.
said STDs. You
All
said
right, yes,
STDs.
again, but you get tested for all of them. You don't just say, "Oh, well, yeah, just give me
If
just
I
hit me with
got
the
pricked
good
by if
stuff."
I got pricked by a wire, I'm not going to get checked for chlamydia or fucking syphilis. I ain't
I'm
doing that.
not saying
If
that
I
you
got
go.
pricked by
The
a
whole
wire,
point is this: you're getting regularly tested, so you don't need to separate or differentiate between the two. Period.
that's like
I
me
just
getting
do it
tested.
all. Just test, run it all, run it all, run it all. So for me, I go back through my history. Boom, negative, 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 negative. Like I just go all the way down. I could go back for as long as whatever. Well, now it's all electronic. Before when we started, everything was still charted on paper or whatever. But the whole point is, I got history of all of this negative stuff. Sean got history of all this negative stuff.
So let me give a little advice. Just a little
You wouldn't
advice.
even know if God forbid you got sick and you went to the doctor today and they told you had HIV, right? And this is not knocking the people that are HIV positive. This is no shade at all. This is about knowing your status. It's important to know. I'm not judging you. I don't know what happened, how it happened. I'm not getting in your business. What I'm saying is it's important to know your status. If you went to the doctor today and you were sick and come to find out you had HIV, you can't even give the man or lady a timeline. You can't say, well, I just got tested last year, so it had to be between this time and this time. You
Well,
ain't get tested since what, 1992? You
well,
don't know.
if you move to Atlanta, if you move to Atlanta, then the time frames is different. You got to get tested every 2-3 months because they wilding out there in Atlanta. I'm telling you right now, you got to get tested every 2-3 months in Atlanta because the nigga you think is your nigga
Might be
ain't the
another
nigga. Yeah,
nigga.
it might be another
Or
nigga.
or
You know what
another
I'm
chick.
saying? So,
You never know.
oh, them studs out there. You know what I'm saying? They
They be using the
wilding
same
too.
strap,
They
not cleaning it properly, and then putting it
facts.
in somebody else or
But
something.
and
I'm just saying.
it's funny because in Houston, Texas, right now, there is an outbreak of HIV and AIDS out there because for some reason they wild and I don't know what. But let me give y'all a little advice. You know what I'm saying? This is something, just some advice. You know my advice be off the chain. All I could say is get you a permanent long-term side piece. A
So
permanent
you think
long
she ain't sliding with somebody else? If she's your
listen.
side, you her side.
Listen, get you a permanent, long-term side piece, right? And y'all
A
come up to
married one or unmarried? Are y'all both
oh
married or
nah,
like what's going on?
you got to get a married one because the bitch got to have just as much to lose as you do. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around, and this bitch getting her feelings. She showing up at the crib. Oh yeah, well I love him and ask him where he was. And nowadays these niggas taking pictures of you while you sleeping in their bed, sending that shit over to your wife and shit.
Oh my
So
goodness.
let me tell y'all fellas something, man, on some real shit, man. Just a little advice, man. When you
Don't
go
take
to
this
your
advice.
when you go to
The
your
advice
side piece
is
house,
don't take the advice he's
when you
giving
go
right now.
when you go to your side piece house, do not fall the fuck asleep. If you gonna fuck her
And
and get in
slide.
your get it and slide, getting that cutlass and going home. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stupid and fall asleep thinking, oh, I could trust her. Because it ain't about them just going in your pockets anymore. They taking pics and sending it to your wife. You know what I'm saying? So the advice I'm gonna give you is when you walk into your side piece house, have a basket there where her phone goes in there and your phone go in there.
And y'all lock
Because
it.
oh God, man, yes, because you can't trust these hoes now, and you can't trust the niggas too.
No,
Because
I was getting ready to say you the one
yes,
cheating. So at the end of the
yes,
day, don't.
because
That's not the advice.
the
Don't
niggas is
listen to
getting
that. But what you
the
can
niggas
listen
is
to is if you're not already
nah.
subscribed, Please subscribe, like, and share and comment on this video, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and
And
help support our channel to
that
help us grow our channel. Okay, don't listen to
and
anything he's talking about.
who house you at? If you at her house, put the shit in your car. If you at your house, put the shit in her car. Hit the bleeper, doop, doop, so that this way she got the doop, doop, to get the motherfucker. Because if not, she might be taking a picture of your ass. You know what I'm saying? And sending that over to your wife.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
what I mean? Or your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? If you gonna cheat, do the shit sensibly.
Anyway,
You know what I mean?
Ashley
Use
says, I
common
get
sense.
tested very often. I don't want what's out here. Exactly. John says, I hear you. LMAO, don't step out. Remember your vows. Right. Trav says, LOL, what wire Sean work with? So Sean is in telecommunications. So he works with like the cable, phone, TV, and then he also is in the electrical. So electrical wires, those Romex wires, and with the cable, is it still Cat 5?
Yeah,
Cat
no.
5 and fiber.
Yeah,
And
Ethernet.
fire.
Cat,
Okay, all
no,
right.
Cat 6.
I'm
Cat 6
on
and
to
fiber.
something. So anyway, so yeah, so he works with a lot of wires, and I know I try to call myself helping one day when he was doing something in the house by hardwiring all the stuff and putting wires behind the wall, and I'm grabbing stuff trying to be, as he called me, manchi, because I be trying to do I guess not as much feminine things or more masculine things or whatever you want to call
Stay in
it.
your lane. Stay in your lane.
And I fucked around and got pricked. And the wire is so skinny. It's so skinny, and it went through, and I felt it hit the bone. That shit hurt. And it drew, I mean, when you take it out and it doesn't look as bad, like it looks like, oh, it's just a little tiny prick. No, no, no. I had a soreness in that spot for like 3 months straight. Every time I touched something,
3
it felt like
months?
that. Why? For 3 months straight.
You
Every
dragging
time,
it. You
no,
dragging
it
it.
healed over. But every
Dragging it.
time I push something, like touch something, it's like I felt the prick still deep, like deep down, like I felt it. So I said, yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck around with the wires no more.
You probably had a little piece of metal in there.
What? No. I know that the like I pulled it out. I seen it come out of the finger, and it was bleeding. Nothing was in there, but you know how like it just tender, like whatever. So that's just
3 months is
I
dragging.
just stay in my lane now, big trap. And when it comes to the wires, okay, I'm working on staying in my lane with the other stuff. I don't think I have a lane. That's the problem. But anyway, so Ashley says, Bamboo Sir, what you got on my hometown? He always going for Atlanta. I don't know. Talking about something. The Georgia, the Atlanta, the Atlanta.
I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing against your town. I don't. I just got something against the people in your town.
OMG. Why? Why? What do they do? What do they do?
Thanks for asking. I'm about to tell you. Maybe we can rectify this situation. Because everybody that moves from up here, up north, go down there, and they act like their life is so much fucking better in Georgia. And they down there.
Oh, so you're a hater. Okay.
Oh, no. I listen. I've been down there, and I know them motherfuckers were struggling just as bad down there as they was up here.
They were up there.
You goddamn right. You could say motherfuckers can act like, listen. I'm not gonna say no names. Mm-hmm. But I know a motherfucker told me, they was like, oh man, you need to come on down here. We down here, we live.
And they scraping by still.
I got down there to the Georgia. And oh my God, I could not believe we watched one movie for like a whole day straight. These niggas ain't have cable. They ain't have shit. And I'm like, y'all niggas just struggling.
Did they have cable when they was back in CT?
They had cable down here.
So it seems like they did worse.
No, what happens is in the Georgia, right? What happens in the Georgia, in Atlanta, Conyers, and all over the place, Gwinnett County, all that other bullshit. What happens is, and this the God's honest truth, everybody, and this is just my opinion, whether you agree with it or not, don't give a fuck. I can't even begin to tell you how much I don't give a fuck. What happens is, everybody gets down to the Georgia, and everybody wants to compete with the next person, right? So if one nigga pull up with a house and he got 4 bedrooms, oh, the next nigga, despite how much he's struggling already with a 2-bedroom, oh, he got to go out there and he got to get a 6. Because he got to show up and show out. And these niggas is struggling. Then the next nigga got to get one on the lake. And then before you know it, this nigga got like six jobs.
So keeping up
Yes,
with the Joneses is your
they trying to
problem.
keep up with the Joneses. They trying to keep up with motherfuckers on Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that them hoes houses is getting repoed and all this other shit getting foreclosed on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't have anything wrong with the Georgia. The Georgia is giving niggas what niggas want. But everybody down there is competing. Everybody. Everybody down there competing with the next nigga. Competing with their nephews and their nieces. And then soon as you go down there to visit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, you gotta come see my house. Da 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 da. Man, I'm trying to get to the Waffle House, my nigga. Oh man, we done passed 4 Waffle Houses to get to this one nigga house. And I'm like, come on, man. And then everybody lying. Stop fucking lying. Oh, yeah, this my house, man. You know, da 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 da. Then come to find out these motherfuckers renting the motherfucker.
Like, and it's like it's no need of lying. You don't gotta lie, Craig. Nigga. You ain't got to lie.
If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. It's okay. It's okay to go down to another state. It's okay to experiment and say, I want to try something different.
And it's okay to not like it.
It's okay. And it's okay to get down there or get up here and be like, man, shit, this the same shit that I was going through down there. Bring your ass back to where you originated from. Instead of sitting down there fucking struggling. And then everybody like, oh yeah, we down here living. We down here living. Them niggas can't take a day off. Not one of my cousins was like, oh yeah, man, he was scared to take a day off from the sawmill because they could just replace him at the damn drop of a dime. Yeah, I don't have nothing against
sawmill. That sound old as hell.
No,
that's how it was for me when I went to Virginia. My dad had been asking me to move to Virginia for a long time, and I really didn't want to go, but I said, you know, I'll try it. I'll give it a chance. I went to Virginia, and I hated it. I was like, let me get up out of here. And I barely like to visit. I just, you know, but I mean, I get it. So Ashley says, oh no, Bamboo, you talking from experience, shaking my head, just ridiculous. She not talking about the Georgia thing. She was talking about what you cheating and all that.
I'm just talking about, I mean, if I was gonna go back out there, that'll be my way of doing it. I just give me a permanent side piece. You know what I'm saying?
Is she gonna get tested? So okay, you go back out there, you gonna have her get tested before y'all slide, y'all, you know.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Cause I like raw. I ain't.
So
I ain't
are you also gonna get tested for her, or are you just requiring her to get tested?
I mean, you know, I already know my status, but
all right, but she don't know your status. She know her status.
That's what I'm saying. If she want it, then I ain't got no problem. But you know, hopefully, you know, my wife will keep doing what she doing, and I ain't got to slide. You know what I'm saying? We working on things. You know what I mean? But you know, I ain't no stranger to it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no stranger to it.
John says,
I think it keep people on their toes.
I feel like people should always be on their toes, because if you liked what you saw enough to marry a person, somebody else also likes that. You can't think that you're the only person that want this person. So the idea of them having a side piece shouldn't keep you on your toes. Just the fact of, hey, if what you won't do, somebody else will do, and a relationship will end if you're not fulfilling the needs or meeting the needs of the relationship. So you should always be on your toes.
The thing that pisses me off about niggas and bitches that slide, this is the thing that pisses me off the most. The thing that pisses me off is your wife is complaining, oh, you know, he don't do this with me, he don't do that with me, he don't fuck me the way I want to be fucked, he don't do this the way I want to be done, right? And then the nigga find a side piece and he doing everything with that side piece that he could be doing with his wife. And his wife, and I'm like, nigga, if you don't have the energy to do that shit with your wife, you shouldn't have the energy for your side piece. So if you going up to your wife and you saying, yo, listen, you know, you got to ride this 8 a little more, or, you know, you got to, you know what I'm saying, you know, mouth to mouth it a little more. You know what I'm saying? And she like, no, that's not what I want to do anymore. And then you find out from the side nigga that she's sucking his dick on the regular. Like, we're down there. Like, you could have did that and kept your morals at home.
Kept your morals at home.
You know what I'm saying? Now you out there, you know what I'm saying, on the next nigga 8, when you could have just did that at home and I would have been cool with it.
You know, maybe it's like, how she's being treated. Have you ever thought about that? Just a wild guess.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Everybody thinks the grass is greener on the other side. Everybody thinks that shit. But I'm gonna tell you something, fellas, on some real shit, man. If your girl ain't shit in your relationship, trust me when I tell you, the next chick, she ain't gonna be shit either. It ain't them, it's you. You know what I'm saying? They just
Mm.
ain't feeling you no more. You know what I mean? And just say fuck it. You know, get you a piece on the side. Fuck it. Keep it
Anyway,
moving.
here you go again. John says you
Say
have
that.
two keys. Pat locked it, and one for her and one for you.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't give a fuck where you put the phone. Well, I don't give a fuck where you put it at. Just make sure that them shits ain't in the house because she gonna be taking pictures of your ass sleeping. She gonna be posting your shit. She gonna be sending to your wife. Oh yeah, he over here knocked out. This pussy done put him to sleep.
All right, enough. So there was a poll that was done, and it says, "Do you get tested?" Right, and then it said every year. 36% said every year. Then 36% says I don't. And then 18% said every 3 months, 9% said every 6 months. So for the people that are saying I don't, are you married already, or are you not married but also not involved sexually with anyone, or maybe you've had the same one partner for a long time? Like, what is, are you out there dipping and diving and everything coming and still not getting tested ever? Like, what? I'm curious to know, because
I
that's
think
a high
I,
percent.
I think the people are I think those people are married. Cause I'm telling you, once you get married, man, it's just like why even waste the blood test? Let
Well,
nobody
because they're gonna
poke
do
on me.
test your blood anyway during your
Well, I
physical.
mean, like I said,
I mean, a
women
good
gotta get it.
doctor.
Women gotta get it anyway when they, you know what I'm saying,
No, you
getting the
don't
shoehorn.
have to get it
When they
anyway. They
getting the
don't test for
shoehorn,
that
and
unless
I know
you.
but while they scraping, they already got the damn the culture sample. So
Yeah,
go
but
ahead
that's
and test
not.
it for
No,
everything
they
else.
need to test. They need to check. So when they're in there, as you say, scraping, they're not scraping. They're
Scraping.
brushing the
Same difference.
cervix, and
Scraping it.
they have to get something else to swab the cervix if they're going to test for chlamydia and gonorrhea. If you're going to test for syphilis, HIV, or HSV
It's
one,
the
which
same.
is
It's the
herpes
same
type one,
swab. It's the same
it's
swab. It
it's
just go. It just
it's
go on
not.
different. It just go on different little circle things. It's the same swab. They just be like here, and then they get another one that circle up there just to see what happens with it. But like
That's
it's like
not. That's not to just to see what happens with it.
just to see
When
what
they're
happens.
brushing you for your Pap smear, they're getting cells and they're getting it on the little bristly brush that they have, and then they put it in the liquid base container, send it off to the lab. They test
Yeah,
those cells, and that's how they detect if
and
you're
they got the
abnormal, you have
joints
some
where they be like
abnormalities in
they
there.
got the joint where they be like
But for chlamydia and gonorrhea, it's like a Q-tip. They go in, they swab it, and then they put it in the yeah. It's just whatever. I'm not getting into this with you. So Travis says for sure that's what happens down here. Pocket watching is what it's
facts,
called. And
facts,
people, they do be watching people so hard,
facts.
and trying to, they want to live somebody else's life so bad, but they're not
Trav,
gonna say it. They're not gonna
Travis,
say it.
let me tell you, my brother. Let me tell you. I done seen so many people down in the Georgia struggling. I'm talking struggling, trying to keep up with the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking credit cards maxed out to the
Well,
gills.
you know what? Too, a lot of
You know what
people
I'm
be
saying?
scamming.
Yo, Trav, I'm telling you, especially from my family members personally, they down there struggling. And
Listen,
instead of just saying, yo, listen, I'ma stay down in the Georgia, but I'ma live within my means. Oh God, no. Oh man, you ought to come down here, man. Cause you know misery love company.
mm-hmm,
Misery love company. Boy, after the
absolutely.
honeymoon period, they'll let you get a couple of cigarettes from them. You know, you get about 4 cigarettes, but then after that, man, they gonna be like, man, this the one they use. They be like, man, shit, you got to get you a pack, cause shit, I work hard for mine. Yes,
Mm.
I'm saying. At the end of the day, I promise you, I do not have a problem with the
It
Georgians.
sounds like
I
you
have
got
a
a personal problem.
no,
I'm
I
just
have a
saying.
problem with the niggas in Georgia. And
Okay,
I swear
so
to God, stop watching niggas' pockets. Stop trying to compete If you can't afford the shit, you can't afford the shit.
If
Everybody
anybody
ain't on
has an
Housewives.
opinion that they want to share on any of what we discussed so far, you can click the link and join the
Yeah,
live.
don't
And
forget to like,
also to
subscribe, and
subscribe.
share.
Exactly. Tell a
Facts.
friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Ashley says, wait, so would your wife know if you got a side buddy if it gets to that point?
I would probably prefer to tell her, like,
He
yo,
is your cap.
yo, listen,
Okay.
listen. Ashley, I've said it on this podcast plenty of times. You know what I mean? I'm not that nigga where I'm gonna keep expressing the same disappointments with you. I am not. I am not gonna be like, yo, babe, we need to do this a little more. We need to do that a little more. I'm not that nigga. I am not. I promise you, I'm not that nigga. I'm gonna express myself to you 3 times. You got to get your
Here
shit
we go.
together. Dead ass. I'm gonna express myself to you 3 times. After the second time, I'm gonna be like, yo, I mean, what we doing? And
So
then
you be like,
after that,
then the third time you can be like, hey, I ain't saying it no more. I'm gonna be having somebody else sit on this.
I'm coming home, jumping straight in the shower. You already know what it is. I damn sure don't want you to smell the other chick pussy on me.
Oh wow.
Fact.
So Tranika says, Mika, I'm a woosah for you. Exactly.
Y'all can woosah all you want. Y'all can
Travis
woosah all
says,
you want.
I'm part of that 36%. I don't because I'm married. Okay, so again, if it's I'm just curious to see what other responses was there. But thanks for sharing that, Trav. John says, "Oh, we know Q-tip."
Yeah, them old long
So,
Q-tips that they use, they take it out the paper and they scrape on the sides. You know what I'm saying? They go through there, you know what I'm saying? And chicks
well,
act like
since you know
this.
so much about the Pap smear and stuff, what they do when they testing a male's penis
Oh,
for
yo, that's
the
crazy. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you
I know
something.
what they do. I'm just saying I want to see if
Yo,
you know.
that shit hurt. That shit hurt. They literally
Because that Q-tip go through
go through
the
the
hole.
tip of the dick, and yo, that shit
Swabby swab
crazy.
swab.
Yo, that shit
Swabby swab
crazy. And
swab.
then they give you these little goddamn little pink cushion things to squeeze and hold while they got you strapped down because you know you're gonna react. Nah, that shit crazy.
Strap down. They don't
Dead
strap.
ass.
Well, I don't know what they did back in the 90s, but they're not
Listen,
strapping you down.
they be like, yo, you know,
John says
I,
it hurt.
it does. They be like, yo, I gotta go through here, and you be like, yo, listen, bro. Then they be like, then they think like giving this little lidocaine or something like that is gonna numb it up a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah, but see,
saying?
the lidocaine, you still is you
Nah,
lidocaine is the local anesthetic, and so they
that shit,
have to inject you with the lidocaine locally. And
that
that first
shit.
injection stings. Like when it first hits, it stings, and then okay, soon after it'll be numb. But
Every man that just heard me describe that was cringing. Like, 'cause I'm telling you, that's a sensitive area for men. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Travis got this blank face
yo, I'm dead ass.
emoji.
That's a sensitive area for men. And
uh,
when you sticking something in that little German helmet, oh man, that shit,
German helmet is
that shit,
crazy.
that shit crazy. But nothing for nothing, they've come a long way. Now, a urine
It's
sample,
thinner.
a,
Oh, they can do a urine sample.
yeah, a urine
Absolutely.
sample is a little thing. And man, listen, go ahead, let them tap this damn forearm
Vein.
and get
Mm-hmm.
that blood up out of there, man. Do it that way,
Pump
bro.
the hand so we can get the
Yeah,
blood going.
yeah. Give me that same thing you was gonna give me when you was going in the German helmet. Give me that same thing to squeeze while you tapping over here. You feel me? And I got good veins, so you shouldn't have a problem. You feel me? Nah, but I don't know, but years ago, oh man, that was a whole. Oh God, oh God.
Just thinking about it makes you cringe.
Yeah, just like that's just crazy.
Well, is there any other topics that you guys would like us to discuss so we can put in the files and log it in and you know go over that? Just drop it in the comments. And I guess I don't know what's going on with our server tonight with the connection between our
Blanked out again.
streaming house and YouTube, but it's we're not frozen, but our connectivity, our stream health is not doing well.
Maybe
So
they Maybe they down in Georgia. Maybe they
Yo, you get on my
maybe they down
nerves.
there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they down in. And
Oh
yo,
my
listen,
gosh,
I
you get on
want
my
y'all to
nerves.
understand, man. We in Connecticut.
Oh, so
We
wait,
about
really quick. I'm sorry. Before I forget.
you're
So
not.
I have been for the first time I ever got CPR certified, I was 8 years old, right? And and then from the time I was 12 and up, I've been getting certified, like renewing my certification every 2 years. I've never had to actually use CPR on anybody until what's today? Yesterday. And they
You put
tell
your
you
mouth on them.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
gonna beat the fuck out your chest, but I
Chest
ain't putting.
compressions, yeah. Well, so
Yeah.
now depending on where you get your training, so my recertification that I got earlier this year, or not earlier, but a few months ago, they still have the breathing method. But when I got certified 2 years ago, or renewed my thing 2 years ago with a different place, they were saying that they don't even recommend mouth to mouth. It's just a consistent chest compressions. And then if you have an AED and you only do, that's a special, you have to, it's not just a basic CPR, it's CPR, AED, first aid, whatever. And then you do that, and then the AED will tell you when to do the compressions. There is no mouth to mouth piece of it for that training that I had. So now I'm doing CPR on an unconscious person, passed out, and they tell you when you know that you're doing it right if you're cracking ribs, right? And so I always felt like, dang, like, do you really, like, you really cracking ribs? Like, that sound crazy to me. I'm like, these ribs, they kind of strong there, but I'm literally beating on the guy's chest, like pounding, doing the chest compressions, and then I feel the fractures, the crack underneath, and it felt crazy. And I was like, I mean, I can't stop, right? I would rather have a broken rib and be alive than, oh damn it, broke the dude rib, and now I'm stopped. Now broke the rib and you died. Like, come on. So it's a crazy feeling, but it was also rewarding in a good way because CPR soon after you go unconscious is necessary for you to have a higher chance of survival, and it increases your chance of survival. So I was happy to have had the skills and the confidence in doing it, even though I've only ever performed it on a dummy on the table. It's a crazy experience. I hope that I don't have to encounter many situations where I'll have to do it again, but it built even more confidence that if it does happen again, I know that I can do it, and like, we getting this done. And so, yeah,
Well,
crazy.
let me tell y'all something. And I've said it before, and I mean this shit. I drive a city bus for a living.
If somebody going conscious on that bus, you better do CPR,
I'm,
sir.
you see the mouth on some of these motherfuckers?
You don't have
I'm
to
not
do
doing.
mouth to mouth. Do the
I'm not.
consistent. They don't
I'm
require you
not
to be
doing.
CPR certified. You're dealing with the
I'm
public.
not doing
Do
nothing.
they
I'm going
require you to be CPR certified?
in my report. I'm gonna
Do
say I just listen. Damn it. In my report, I'm gonna say I administered CPR, but I'm not getting
they
down
got
there over
cameras
no.
on your bus? So you gonna lie and let this person die? How you
I'm
gonna
not.
live with that on
I
your conscience?
I'm not gonna lie on. I'm not gonna be lying because I'm gonna kneel down over them like I'm doing it, but I ain't doing nothing. No, I'm not putting my mouth on nobody.
Why do you keep talking about the mouth?
I'm not doing that. If you
Why are you
pass,
talking? First of all,
if you pass out around me, you
they
will be
also
waiting for.
have, if you were gonna do mouth ones, they have a
That ain't
mouth
happening.
protection
That ain't
mouth
happening.
guard.
That is
They
not
also
happening.
have now is these new
Mm-mm.
suction things where it's a suction on
Nah,
your side, on their side,
nah.
and something different on yours. So there's no physical contact with the
You
person's
you are
lips and
lit.
bodily fluids.
You are literally wasting your time
You
because
literally don't need to do mouth to mouth. I
if
did
you
not do mouth to
if you
mouth.
if you pass out on my bus, you will be waiting for the ambulance. I
That's
promise you
crazy.
that. I'm not doing none of
So
that.
it's it
I ain't
doing,
doing
and
none of
also
that.
another thing is I gotta get back in shape because doing this, right, you on top, and you put in all of your upper body strength, and you're
And
doing it
standing
because
over a nigga?
you have to do
Nah,
it in a certain timing, right? It has to be the
nah.
right timing for each pump, right? So you're doing this, all right, and if you're doing it for like 3 minutes plus or whatever until EMS get there, Like that's a long time. It's like if you get into a fight, a 1 minute fight is a long time. It takes a lot of energy. So I got finished, right? EMS finally arrived. They take over, and I felt like I just ran a goddamn marathon. I'm out of breath. Like, whoo, like, all right, I gotta get my Wheaties up because this is a lot of lung work, you know?
Only way I would administer the CPR is after I'm done, and it's not going to be mouth to mouth. After I'm done, if I'm going to be able to be qualified to go home,
To go home is crazy.
because of the mentally, I'm drained mentally. But I'm
And
telling
you
you
call
right
my
now,
generation lazy?
it's not me being lazy, man. I just know what people do with their mouth. They eat ass.
Why
They
do you
eat
keep talking
everything but
about the mouth? You
they
don't
eat.
need to. Yeah.
They eat everything but cupcakes. And then I'm gonna put my mouth, and then I'm gonna sit over a nigga. Nah. Listen, any brother, if y'all see me pass out, just leave me there till the ambulance.
No, I
get
hope
there.
you get a bum bump since you keep talking
Nah.
about some stuff so much.
Nah, nigga.
So Ashley
I'll
says, the
pass on
girl,
that.
what? John says, awesome. Thank you. And he said they don't do mouth to mouth anymore. Travis says, LOL. John said, did you save him? So I don't know what happened when he got to the hospital. So when I got there, he didn't have a pulse at all. And he had a faint pulse by the time he left, but they also had to use an AED and shock him 4 times to get
Oh,
that
see,
faint pulse.
all that
So
energy, all that didn't nigga die anyway. Nah.
listen, at least I tried. At least I tried. I will go to
Nah.
sleep at night knowing at least I gave it everything I got. I did for somebody what I would want done for me or my loved one, and I will have to live with that. Will I be sad? Like, will it hurt? Like, dang, like I don't know if this person was a killer, a rapist, whatever else, but in the moment somebody's life is, you know, so I don't know if he's still here or not, but you know, he left with a faint pulse. And so he had no pulse. And now and then he did. So, you know. So
Well, when they
Ashley
get there
says,
with me,
what?
when they get there with me, believe me,
They can be like, oh, the person been dead for 10 minutes. What
I'm
kind of
like,
CPR were you doing?
listen, I'm be like, yo, listen, ain't no sense of y'all rushing here.
So you not only are you not going to administer the CPR, you're going to tell them don't rush.
I'm not.
You're the Grim Reaper.
I'm not.
But anyway, so Ashley says Bamboo just wants a mouth to mouth. That's exactly what he wants, Ash. Travis says that's you're hilarious. Bum bum. That's what I hope he get, because he keeps sitting here and he's harping on this mouth to mouth. Now we done told this man that you don't have to do mouth to mouth to successfully administer CPR to somebody. Now he should be certified, so he should already know this, right? That he's still talking about it. I don't hope you pass out, but what I do hope for is that if you do pass out, the person with the biggest, sloppiest, stinkiest lips, breath, all that, come to rescue and plant them big old lips on you. Like, what's that dude name from SpongeBob that was licking his lips for the Krabby Patties with the big butt? What's that fish name? I don't remember his name, but I hope he come in, or he or she. I prefer it be a he, just to add to the trauma, with the biggest, stinkest lips, look like they flip back and all that crusted out. And I'm talking, this is your mouth, this is your mouth, and their mouth is all over it, just like this. And you wake up to a bum bump in the hospital. How about that?
You can say all you want. You can describe all the little bumps you want. That don't bother me. I'm telling you, I see some of these people's mouths.
So yes, that's the fish right there.
Now he want to edit. Now he want to do his job.
That's the fish right there with the big butt and big lips. That's exactly who I was talking about. A+ for you, babe. A+. Okay. So John says,
I thought he was sick.
He back there coughing. I'm surprised you can't hear him. He coughing up a storm. You see? Oh, you sick too? You done caught the vid?
Nah. I ain't even gonna say what my situation is, because I said it before, and you just ran with it.
Oh, you got the trickle in the back of your throat. You got some dripping.
You
dripping in the
ran
back of
with
your
it.
throat.
I ain't even fucking
Oh,
with you.
okay. That's what he talking about. He don't say it around me no more because he was like, yeah, I got the dripping in the back of my throat.
That's
I was
not
like,
what I said.
what? It's hitting
No,
that dangly thing in the back of your
see,
throat, bro.
that's
You
see.
got some fluid, liquidy, clear stuff, possibly white, hitting the back of them
See,
tonsils, sliding down, just
she don't know how to
running
let
the
it go.
train on that throat. Just
That's
drip, drip, drip.
that's what I'm talking about. That's why I ain't even mention my situation. Just let you rock out. Let you talk about cracking somebody ribs. You know what I'm saying?
So John says, can they sue you for
I think
cracking
they
his
can.
ribs?
I think
Just
they can.
kidding. I know the answer to that. I think
I
you
think
still
they
fall
can.
under the Good Samaritan law. They cannot. As they he's John is right. It's the Good Samaritan law. You are protected because basically it's saying that a normal person would want you to save them in a situation. And again, proper CPR, if you're doing chest compressions, you are going to crack a rib. And so you're protected. They can't sue you.
Well, I'm a married man. I have a DNR. Do not resuscitate. Don't bring me
Yeah,
back
but
to
if
these
you
people.
pass out and the public does CPR on you, they don't know you have a DNR unless you're walking
Don't
around with your DNR bracelet. They gonna
don't don't
put
bring me
them
back.
fish lips on that ass. That's what they
Don't
gonna
bring me.
do.
Don't bring me
Travis
back to
will
these
laugh my
people.
ass off with mad O's. Yeah, I hope he does. Ashley says, "Oh guys, did you try the Krabby Patty at Wendy's? Bomb." So I didn't because I don't eat beef. So
What
I missed
Krabby
out on that
Patty?
wave. You
I
didn't hear me
did
with the
try.
Krabby Patty?
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you what my fat ass did try. I did try the McDonald's
Chicken Big Mac.
chicken Big Mac. And let me be the first to tell you. Anytime something is decent with me, I'll tell you it's decent. But I'm gonna tell you it's trash.
So what? Because I don't eat beef. If I were to go to McDonald's and if I were to get a McChicken, I will always get it and add mac sauce. So from the looks of it, it's the same thing as what I would get
So
anyway if I did. But it's rare that I go to McDonald's.
I'm gonna tell you
But
what you do try. I'm gonna
the
tell you what you
nostalgia
try.
in me is upset that I can't taste the Krabby Patty. Okay.
I'm gonna try. I gotta see what y'all talk about with that.
It's the Krabby Patty. You know what? Maybe it's God
What
because
Krabby Patty?
remember the episode. Just go to Wendy's and order the Krabby Patty. They remember that
What's
episode
on it?
where wait a minute where Squidward broke into the vault and ate all those Krabby Patties and they went straight to his thighs and his thighs was huge and blew up. Sean, put up Squidward with the big chunky Krabby Patty thighs.
Put up
So
Wendy's Krabby Patty.
put up Wendy's Krabby Patties. So I already have thighs, and if I eat the Krabby Patty, it's gonna go straight to my thighs. So I think that was the Lord blocking me because why would it take this long for them to make a Krabby Patty? They got the Krabby Patty sauce and everything, the secret sauce.
I'm gonna tell you what you gotta try when you get to the McDonald's.
Travis, you said I'm gonna have to try that. Try what? The Krabby Patty or the Big Mac McChicken Mac, whatever it's called, or get the McChicken and just add mac sauce. It's just cheaper because you're gonna pay what $5-6 for the big chicken mac, whatever you call it, or you could just order a McChicken and add
There's
mac sauce. It's gonna be the
there's
same
another
thing.
sandwich that tastes a lot better than that sandwich. You go get you the same thing instead of the McChicken. Tell them to put the fish fillets on there. Now that's fire.
So what? You want mac sauce on your fish fillet?
Yeah, that's fire. I'm
Do you
telling you
still
that's
get
fire.
the tartar sauce or you take the tartar sauce off?
Nah, take the tartar sauce off.
So no, hold the tartar sauce, add mac sauce.
Just tell them instead of the chicken patties, tell them to put the fish patties. And I'm
Oh, you
saying
talking
that's so
about a
fire.
Big Mac McFish?
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds fat as hell.
What call? I told you I got a weight problem.
So
told
wait,
you I got a weight
okay. And they did this for you? You just say, hey, can I have
Yeah.
a Big Mac, but instead of burger, put fish?
Yeah, it's just like a $2 surcharge, and that's nothing.
$2
nothing.
surcharge per fish that they throw up there?
No. It's gonna be $2.
Yeah, and also the drink is it's like a pineapple frosty.
Oh, word?
To wash
Oh,
it down, I guess.
Oh, tomorrow. Pineapple tomorrow. Frosty tomorrow. I can't even tell you. I'm dead ass serious. Tomorrow. That's a pineapple frosty.
Pineapple frosty.
Tomorrow.
Travis says yes, the Krabby Patty. Yeah, you see Squidward with the thighs when he ate. He was in that vault and he went crazy because remember he never had the Krabby Patty, and then he went and he had one, and bro went crazy, and then he broke into that vault and in the middle of the night, and SpongeBob found him in there, and he was like, "Squidward, you do like Krabby Patties, don't you?" And he had them big ass thighs.
Pineapple Frosty, I'm trying that tomorrow. That's on God.
Let me know how it is.
Well, because you know when I get my milkshakes from the Dairy Queen,
Mm-hmm.
you know I always get the pineapple.
There go your savior right there. Look at your savior.
Now
what is his name again? We got to figure out his name. John says sounds like a heart attack waiting to me. It is because imagine how much chemicals and all that stuff is in here.
It's really,
but
you know, you got to splurge once in a while. Once in a while, you just gotta go out.
Yeah, but that's the problem. People's once in a while is daily, and that's not enough once in a while. And
you gotta go beyond your limits. But listen,
you gotta go beyond your limits. Yo, you're crazy. Anyways,
that's our show tonight.
That is gonna be our show.
3 o'clock comes quick.
Ashley says, "Yo, laughing my ass off." He's a wild person. I really don't know.
3 o'clock come quick.
Oh, Bubble Bass is his name.
Bubble, y'all
Bubble Bass. Bubble Bass gonna give you CPR with those lips, okay?
You know the crazy
straight
part
from under the sea.
Listen, everybody, I'm gonna tell you why it's so unfair. It's so unfair because I don't have the ability to throw shit up on the screen.
You tell Sean and he throw it up.
He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
Every time you ask that man to throw something up, he threw it up.
If I'm talking about some shit about his wife, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. I don't have that ability. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay.
John says, "What are you guys talking about? What is these things that they keep posting these animals?" John must have been getting all these phone calls and jumping in and out of the live, because when John get them calls, he be getting that thing, be calling him. I don't know who it is, but that thing be getting a call in.
Side piece.
And he be missing in and then popping back in and then not sure what's going on, John. We talking about Krabby Patties and the fish lips that's gonna give Bamboo CPR if he need it one day. And Ashley says he do get the calls, baby. LOL. John said, "Laugh my ass off." You laughing, John, because you know you was just on that call. But it's okay. You can rewatch this. You can rewatch it to get it all in one swoop. He said you need to stop putting my business out on this. John, you told it. You said it. I got a call.
Yeah.
Clarice says, "OMG."
Side piece. I don't blame him. But listen, on some real
shit. Sean told me to pause, and he put capital pause multiple times and said, "I don't throw shit up." So he puts it on the screen. I don't know if that's appropriate to say. I don't know. Travis says, "LOL, John never watched SpongeBob." Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry, John, if you didn't. It was a time.
Let me just give y'all that advice I gave y'all earlier.
All right, he getting ready to start his shenanigans again. That wraps this episode. I'm so happy we were able to see you guys. Look out for the next notification on when we'll be back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much for watching and all your support. And please help us grow our channel. Yes, we love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend to take
subscribe,
the phones and put them in the car
subscribe.
when you're at the Sneaky Link house or the
Here
Side Chick's house. You heard me? Holla at your boy.